is true, and Minnesota's past, those stories were true. But the most important legacies we knew were the legends who played the music we grew up to. From the northern pines to city streets, the melodies made our hearts beat. In every town the tunes will rise, Minnesota's music filled the skies. Oh, the legends of our state, the songs we celebrate. In every note, in every...
Minnesota music didn't stop with the 70s. If anything, the 80s through today have been just as groundbreaking. From punk rock to hip-hop, alternative to Americana, the Twin Cities kept producing genre-defining artists. In the 80s, the Replacements and Hüsker Dü took punk to new heights, setting the stage for alternative rock. The suburbs brought a slick new wave sound, while Soul Asylum blended rock and heartache into anthems that defined a generation. The 90s saw the Jayhawks' perfect alt-country, while Babes in Toyland helped shape the Riot Grrrl movement. And Flip proved that shameless self-promotion always did the trick. Meanwhile, hip-hop started making waves with Atmosphere and Brother Ali, giving Minneapolis a voice in underground rap. Then came the 2000s. Trampled by Turtles took bluegrass to festival stages. Motion City Soundtrack put Minneapolis on the pop-punk map. And Dessa fused poetry with hip-hop. And of course, there's Lizzo, who launched from the Twin Cities to become a global force. From indie clubs to stadiums, Minnesota music keeps pushing the boundaries, proving that the land of 10,000 lakes is also the land of endless legends. Before grunge, before indie rock took over the airwaves, punk was king in the Twin Cities. And if you wanted to hear it loud, fast, and raw, you went to Punk Rock City. It started at the Longhorn, where bands like the Suicide Commandos proved that punk wasn't just for New York or London. Then came Hüsker Dü, blending speed and melody into something entirely new. The Replacements took that rebellion and turned it into anthems for the misfits and the dreamers. From Duffy's to First Avenue, the amps were always cranked, the floors were always shaking, and the music, it never followed the rules. This is the sound of a scene that never died. This is Punk Rock City.
Punk Rock City! Yeah, yeah, yeah! In a darkened bar on a cold night, the Longhorn lit up with neon light. The Replacements took the stage with a shout. In a world where the misfits found a way out, Hüsker Dü and Commandos made their mark, turning every night into a spark. Oh, Punk Rock City, where the walls would shake with every chord, another rule to break. At the Longhorn Bar and First Ave's door, we found our freedom and we wanted more. Punk Rock City, yeah, yeah, yeah. First Avenue was a place where we could be free, where the underground carved its own history. From the first drum to the last call, we were kings and queens, we had it all. The Suicide Commandos with their fierce sound made sure every say our names. We carved out a scene, we played our own games in a world that tried to keep us in line. We found our home in every twisted rhyme. That punk rock spirit we made our creed. Punk rock city was all we'd ever need. Though the clubs may fade and the bands move on, the spirit of those nights will never be gone. In every dive, in every beat, the echoes of that time are still sweet. Duffy's, the Longhorn, and First Avenue, forever entwined in the heart of every punk you'll find. Oh, punk rock city, where the walls would shake with every chord, another rule to break. At the Longhorn Bar and First Ave's door, we found our freedom and we wanted more. Punk rock city, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, punk rock city, where the past and future meet. In the beats and the riffs we find our feet. The Longhorn and Duffy's aren't left behind, they're still alive in every punk rocker's mind. Punk rock city, yeah, yeah, yeah. Punk rock city, yeah, yeah, yeah. Punk rock city, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Minneapolis didn't just have a music scene, it had a revolution, and at the center of it all was one man, Prince. A genius who refused to be boxed in, he fused funk, rock, soul, and pure electricity into a sound all his own. From the clubs of North Minneapolis to the world stage, he played by nobody's rules but his own. And his guitar, that wasn't just an instrument. It was a weapon, a six-string blaze of fury, passion, and rebellion that cut through every boundary in music. From Purple Rain to Let's Go Crazy, every solo, every note, every scream set the world on fire. Even now, the legend still burns. Because when Prince played, it wasn't just music, it was war.
In the heart of the Midwest 58, a prince was born, Minneapolis fate. Little Richard meets James Brown with a touch of Hendrix flair. From Lake Minnetonka's shores, a revolution in the air. At First Avenue, the kid cut his teeth. Doves cried, love, sexy she. From Dirty Mind to Sign of the Times, his music broke all paradigms. Prince, Minneapolis, royal eminence. Purple rain falls, it all makes sense. Let's go crazy, he screamed from the stage. His guitar's a weapon, it burns with rage. Funk and soul, rock and blues, in Paisley Park he played his dues. Single man, the artist names he chose. Fought the industry, paid his dues. Through parties at Paisley played till dawn. From controversy to diamonds and pearls he spawned. When doves cried, he gave us release. His music, our Purple Rain caprice. From Super Bowl to the Rock and Roll Hall, the Minneapolis sound conquered all. Prince, Minneapolis, royal eminence. Purple rain falls, it all makes sense. Let's go crazy, he screamed from the stage. His guitar Prince's kingdom forever. More than music, he was a liberation. Gender, genre, every expectation. In Minneapolis' heart, he built his throne. Prince's kingdom forever. Prince, Minneapolis, royal eminence. Purple rain falls, it all makes sense. Let's go crazy, he screamed from the stage. His guitar's a weapon, it burns with rage. Funk and soul, rock and blues, in Paisley Park he paid his due. So, when the doves cry and the purple rain falls, think of Prince, he gave us his all. From Minneapolis to the edge of space, his music, our eternal embrace. Whoa. When the doves cry and the purple rain falls, think of Prince, he gave us his all. From Minneapolis to the edge of space, his music, our eternal embrace.
She came from Houston, found her voice in Minneapolis, and took over the world. Lizzo wasn't just another artist, she was a movement. Mixing hip-hop, soul, pop, and pure confidence, she broke every mold, proving that talent and self-love can shake the industry. Before she topped the charts, she was grinding in the Twin Cities music scene, blending beats and powerhouse vocals with groups like The Chalice. But the world couldn't ignore her for long. With songs like Truth Hurts and Good as Hell, she turned anthems into empowerment. And on stage, she doesn't just perform, she dominates. Singing, rapping, and shredding on the flute, Lizzo turned the game upside down. From First Ave to the Grammys, from Minneapolis to global icon, one thing is clear: this queen was always meant to shine.
They rock! And you some more, but Minnesota grown. Lizzo came to claim the throne. From Chalice, the girl party, she paid her dues. In Minneapolis, she found the groove. At St. Paul Central, classical food. But hip-hop's call, she couldn't refuse. With Prince's blessing in Paisley Park, a star was rising, a funky spark. Lizzo, Minneapolis queen of self-love. Good as hell, she fits like a glove. Truth hurts, but her beats through the pain. From Lake Street to Hollywood, she reigns. Body positive, soul on fire. Flute and vocal, she takes us higher. Hey girls, don't cry. They rock, 'cause I love you. The album drop, world shook. Grammy stages, magazine looks. Tempo with Missy Juice got us loose. On SNL, her charisma let loose. Bat Super Bowl, that flute solo flew. Times entertainer, she broke through. From 7th Street entry to global acclaim, Lizzo's message always the same. Lizzo, Minneapolis queen of self-love. Good as hell, she
she takes us higher. Big girls don't cry, they rock. More than music, she's a voice for everybody, every choice. From Minneapolis clubs to Emmy stage, Lizzo's love, it's all the rage. Man, that full funk crowd joins in every line. Lizzo, Minneapolis queen of self-love. Good as hell, she fits like a glove. Truth hurts, but her beats through the pain. From Lake Street to Hollywood, she reigns. Body positive, soul on fire. Fruity vocals, she takes us higher. Body positive, soul on fire. Fruity vocals, she takes us higher. Big girls don't cry, they rock, they rock, they rock.
Back in the 80's, when the cities were alive, the suburbs played it loud. Love is the law in the dive. Hüsker Dü tore it up, raw and wild and free. Soul Asylum found the heart in the punk energy. Down by the river, where the melodies rang, the Jayhawks laid it down with a twang and a bang. Babes in Toyland scream with a fury untamed, breaking all the rules, never playing the game. 50 years of fire, 50 years of sound, from the basement bars to the big-time crowds. Echoes in the alleys, thunder in the streets. Minneapolis music, where the legends meet. The 90's turned the page, brought the world in close, with Slave Raider howling, never letting go. Dare, Force, and Flick, where the rebels delight, kept the amps turned up, kept the dreams in sight. Then the beats rolled in, hip-hop took its place. Atmosphere and Brother Ali set the pace. Dessa dropped the wisdom, words like fire and steel. Trampled by turtles made the old strings feel. 50 years of fire, 50 years of sound, from the basement bars to the big-time crowds. Echoes in the alleys, thunder in the streets. Minneapolis music, where the legends meet. Motion City soundtrack the teenage years. Lizzo found her voice, broke through the fear. From First Avenue to the world beyond, this town keeps singing, keeps rolling on. From Garland to Dylan and your sisters too. Prince made it funky, brought the groove brand new. Trashmen surfed it up, the castaways scream. 19th Amendment made the future gleam. Texas built strength, had the country pride. John Denver soared with the mountains wide. Michael Johnson with a soft refrain. Augie Garcia lit the Latin flame. And Lamont Cranston with their bluesy stand. Willie Murphy, legend of the land. Eddie Cochran rocked with a rebel soul. Whoopi John kept the polka roll. Sunset Valley barn dance, old time gold. Marvin Rainwater stories told. Daisy Dillman with that country charm. Minnesota music always strong and warm. Crow and Gypsy tore up the stage. The litter brought fire, broke out of the cage. Gwen Matthews sang with power so true. Gestures ran wild with Run, Run, Run too. Owl City lit up the sky so bright. Bobby V brought the old school light, the Peterson family, a musical dream. Back in legends with a timeless theme. Mary Jane on with a voice so strong. Lonnie Knight played all night long. The Mystics funk played out so strong. Pepperfog rocked with a sound so bold. Minnesota Project kept the fire in hand. Minnesota music forever will stand. If you're looking for the next big sound, Minnesota's where it will be found. So raise a glass to the ones who played, to the ones still singing, to the ones who stayed. Through highs and lows, through struggle and fame, the Twin Cities music still calls our name. So raise a glass to the ones who played, to the ones still singing, to the ones who stayed. Through highs and lows, through struggle and fame, the Twin Cities music still calls our name.
Gangsters too, and Minnesota's past, those stories were true. But the most important legacies we knew were the legends who played the music we grew up to. From the northern pines to city streets, the melodies made our hearts beat. In every town the tunes will rise, Minnesota's music